The Guardian is coming. He's very mad. He got mad at this man and hurt him. You better go away right now or he'll get mad at you too. I don't matter. Only the Guardian matters. He's going to be very cross with you. You should run before he gets here. Oh, it's too late. I told you to run away, but you didn't listen. Now the Guardian's here and he's going to hurt you. He's really mad.
Longsword! Ice Shard! Oh. My attacks aren't working! Longsword!
Apahawa sonsir towir wo sonsigir sonyak vanir osota. Aknatamir stisak rui ni rui kuparfita. Apahawa sonsir towir wo sonsigir sonyak vanir osota. Vano van wowo shimir, cho ikakir wo ifuro uk. Wo yowir apafwe ir sir sisitsu towir uk, piir ukir ivuir wo. Wo wowir ikartitarir kone of atarir. Wowir, triumovir, ni kiksir, ni fluper, ni sifififir, natafoniek. Narawa ir kwanok noka o piir, okir ifuir wo. Okir okun wan piir wo apafawa ir wo sa ir sonkut. Vano van wowo shimir, cho ikakir wo ifuro uk. Wo yowir apafwe ir sir sisitsu towir uk. Piir okir ifuir wo. Ispirta, ho kawari sa ir taseir uyo. Newa kop kipstir sunuk. Nawara irok, wo kupsisir sunuk. Nawara irok, wo kupsisir sunuk. Wo ufir ipir sir tintin, wo wir. Kupsisir son puno su uku ir sir sisitsu towir ok. Wo yowir apafwe ir sir sisitsu towir ok. Piir okir ifuir wo. Wo wir wokir fonir wo kupsisir son ukut. Okir okun wan piir wo apafawa ir wo sa ir sonkut. Osa irinawa tiir son puno itarok. Ispirta, ho kawari sa ir taseir uyo. Newa kop kipstir sunuk. Kupsistir son puno su uku ir sir sisitsu towir ok. Sir sisitsu fonir sisa ir nawar kuk. Okir wo apafawa ir wo sa ir sonkut. Ispirta, ho kawari sa ir taseir uyo. Newa kop kipstir sunuk. Siirsi sitsufonir sisa ir naurkuk. Okir okir wo apafawa ir wo sa ir sonkut. Siirsi sitsufonir sisa ir naurkuk. Okir okir wo apafawa ir wo sa ir sonkut. Inspirja. Ho kawari sa ir tasir uyo. Ne wo kuk kipsitir sunuk. Narawa ir kwanuk noka o pir okir ikuir wo. Wo ufir ipir sir tintin wo wir. Son sikun wan pifir pir kut aku kawuk tir. Nawara irok wo kupsisir sunurk. Onoir kupta ir tanir ukkun aso. Sir sukut afifir noni.
The Guardian wants me to give you this. That man over there had it. It's an inscrutable power source. The Guardian says you might need it. The Guardian says we don't have to stay here anymore. He says we have to go with you now. Is that right? Good. I like you. The Guardian likes you too. This is going to be exciting. What do you want? About me? What do you want to know? You want to talk to him, don't you? The Guardian? I don't really know what to say. I don't really do much. I just go where the Guardian tells me to go, where we're needed. I trust him. He won't let them hurt me. The evil men, the bad ones, and the other. But he says not to worry, that none of them are here now, but they follow you, which is why we've come. Now we're needed here, with you. You're the last, he says, so we have to protect you, to make sure balance is restored. You hold the amulet and can use it, unlike... Oh, he says I've already said too much. He doesn't like me talking about him while he's busy. Maybe we can talk again sometime? But for now, not about that. Is there anything else you wanted? Okay.
Who dares approach? Speak the command word or suffer the wrath of Death's hand, loyal servant of the Emperor over us all. Xiao Hua, you may pass.
I hope you took a moment to celebrate as you flooded the valley. Whatever you hope to achieve by drowning that sad place will soon be undone. Sergeant, if you will, eliminate this pest.
Ac nukwair to ac ithruir nuk a pifu tatwir kwair fnurt.
The Sergeant knows his place, and he understands that what we assassins do is for the good of the Empire as a whole. If a few people suffer, then they do so for the glory of Emperor Sun.
Leaping tide! Long sword! Heavenly wave! Leaping tide! Heavenly wave! Leaping tide! I need heal! Heavenly wave! Leaping tide! This is... Storm dragon! Leaping tide! Heavenly wave! Heavenly wave! Die quietly! Leaping tide! Long sword! Ice shard! Leaping tide! This is all you are!
You have gone quite far enough. I am Inquisitor Lim, an elite of the Lotus Assassins. I am tired of seeing our carefully laid plans fall to your thuggish fists. The operations in the ruins and Gao's factory were my responsibility. Their destruction is my shame. Evil? What does youth know of evil? Do you remember the long drought? The thousands who died each day? No, you do not. Because we keep the peace. We uphold the Emperor's will. And if his will holds that a few must suffer so that the many can enjoy peace, then it is correct. I am expected to deliver this worthless fragment of a spirit monk amulet to our fortress, but that won't counter my disgrace for what you did here. Perhaps if I offer your head, and track down that accursed Zoo who has been seen in the area, enough old scores will be settled to earn my life. Is that what he calls himself now? Hardly an honest representation of the blood he's spilled. It doesn't matter. No matter your allies, I cannot let you survive. Enough talk! I will delay your death no longer. May your fall sate the anger of Death's Hand, will of the Emperor.
Long sword! Ice shard! Leaping tide! Heavenly wave! Ice shard! Leaping tide! Long sword! You'll never win! Sleeping Tiger. Heavenly Wave. Sleeping Tiger. Longsword.
Hey, you're the woman the captain said to look out for. He said to tell you thank you very much and to give you this. I think he couldn't wait to get out on the river, and as soon as the water came back, he left. Thanks so much. Wow, now I can eat for another day. Does it get any better than this?
Something's on your mind? Yes, I'd welcome the chance. I never really answered your question about how I tracked Gao down. It's not that bad a story if you still want to hear it. I lost the men who murdered my daughter, but there are other ways to track men besides following their footprints, something I know all too well. 8 years ago, when my wife passed away giving birth to Pin Mei, I decided to settle down. Before that, my life was less stable. Not every girl likes pompous nobles or stuffy scholars. She and I saw eye to eye on many things, including living life to the fullest. You remind me of her. Though she was flighty where you're intense, and she fought with nothing approaching your skill, you also don't burgle people's houses. Not really. She was a wonderful woman, but she was taken from me long ago. I meant the comparison as a compliment. As I followed the trail of various slave trading rings, I started seeing connections. Strangely enough, all of them seemed tied to the Lotus Assassins. They would observe, they would ask the same questions I had, but they did nothing. I started drawing conclusions, and when I heard that Gao the Greater was dealing heavily with them, I started looking into him. By approaching it from the top down, assassins to Gao to slavers, I managed to piece together his involvement and learn the location of his base. My home was not far from Tien's Landing, so I'm certain that it was Gao's men who took my daughter. Meeting you and being given this chance to take the fight higher, I'm glad I chased that bastard down. It's good to be here. There's much ahead of us, but at least we have allies and friends. That'll make the road easier. Speaking of which, we should keep moving, don't you think? Always happy to help. In the past, I've shared the company of others that moved outside traditional paths. But this band of folks is by far the most exotic.
You looked at me as you said that. What are you trying to say, Sky?
Actually, you took it the wrong way around. You seem a bit more conventional than, say, Wildflower or Zoo.
The Guardian says that everyone hides a part of themselves, that they don't always look like what they really are.
I certainly hope that part's in there somewhere.
Look, I didn't mean to say... Anyway, I meant no offense to anyone, and I'll just leave it at that. Does any of this scare you, Wildflower? You're so young, and our journey is, well, dangerous.
Why would I be scared? I have the Guardian to protect me. I'm always safe with him, and he is always here.
I see. How exactly does it protect you? I use my blades and my wits to keep me safe. Are you sure this Guardian can do the same for you?
Aknatamir stisak rui ni rui kuparfita. Wo sa ir kwan pa.
What do you want? The Guardian wouldn't like me talking about that. He's busy now. The other is hurting, and he's keeping him inside. All the evil that has been done makes him stronger. I shouldn't say. Just by naming him, thinking of him, it draws him closer to the surface, gives him more power. The Guardian said that in all things there is balance, and for light there is dark within each of us. The other is his darkness, for the good he has to do. That's what he says. I can't talk about him. Already he hears me, and the Guardian is having trouble keeping him back. Please, don't mention him again. The Guardian is my friend. He's a part of me. But the other is a part of me, too. Sometimes they pull so hard in different ways, I can't. I try to be strong, and the Guardian gives me hope. But sometimes it's all I can do to convince me I'm still myself. Will you stay with me and keep me in myself? Thank you. I'll try not to be a bother, but the Guardian says we must stay with you. I hope you'll be my friend. Is there anything else you wanted? Okay.
The people of Tian's Landing owe you a great debt. You saved their town. Master Li would be proud of you, as am I. If you could spare some time, could we talk about what we have seen? I'm not sure I can make my concerns fully understood. Our time in the ruins, the creatures we encountered, so much unrest. This was different from what I have seen before. There is pain here, but hatred too. The spirits around Two Rivers seemed aimless, lost. These are focused. I feel they would linger here, even without the support of whatever has increased the ghosts elsewhere. I suppose that is true. Left behind by their neighbors, literally to die. Could you recover from such abandonment? I'm not sure that I have. I mean, if I had suffered something like that, I'm sure it would have stayed with me. I should not feel bad about it. I was not left to die. I was sent to study at the school, probably so Master Li could deal with my sensitivities. It doesn't compare, really. These spirits, they truly suffered and have a right to turn on those who left them behind. Me? I feel like my abandonment was partially my fault, but I was 3 and I couldn't help being different. I would have tried to fit in if I had been given a chance. I know I shouldn't. I can see the result of such pain in the poor creatures in the ruins. I do not want to suffer such anger, such bitterness. It may not seem like it, but I draw great strength from you and the things you say. I am grateful for that. As always, I have much to think about after speaking with you. Perhaps we can continue this another time. Be well, my friend.
You have attracted a very odd minion in that girl Wildflower. I sense great conflict in that one. Tread lightly.
Sagacious Sue, could that be actual concern in your voice?
It would be a great inconvenience if we were all suddenly slaughtered. Now what do you need of me? That is an old wound. My departure from the Lotus Assassins was not gentle for either side. My immediate companions, those who were my brothers, fell by my hand.
Lim was not among them. He would have died if he was. I was labeled as the one who deserted, and I am occasionally recognized. The result is always the same. Another death, more blood spilled. Such a waste for a hatred they cannot even understand. Regret. I have no regret for killing anyone who challenged me of their own will. Death is a measurable cost of your actions. Some earn it sooner than others. Strength is the way of things, and death is the end, or should be. Some do not respect either. They have enough of one to defy the other. You say that as if I wander the street randomly murdering. No. Most trigger the end of their lives through their own action. My participation is mere formality. I did some harsh things while with the Lotus Assassins, but they no longer follow a path I recognize. They are a mirror of Death's hand, and he embodies corruption. You will see as you get close to him. He draws out the worst in everyone and displays it for all to see. Ignorance does not make truth go away. It only hides it. Perhaps we will talk again when I see more of where your path will lead you. For now, we should make our way to the Imperial City. That is where they took your master, and where we will find the heart of the Lotus Assassins.
I've said enough for the time being. Goodbye, then.
Yes? I'm a bit busy fiddling about with my thoughts. Ha! Marvels! You do have it! I truly wondered if your dragonfly would ever soar in the distant heavens. I'll make the changes immediately. None. And I am very good at remembering things. At least I think I am. I can't remember for certain. The map could lead anywhere, so we should let it. What? Oh, well, very well. I'll try to remember on my own. Let me know if you change your mind. I would be most interested to follow up on this. Off you go. I'll start planning some redesigns for the dragonfly. Maybe floats made of air bladders. Sheepskin, of course.
What? What do you want? What are you asking me for? You've got everything you need to make that flying machine go. So, let's go already. I'm looking forward to getting to the Imperial City. They've got the cheapest wine in all the Empire, and plenty of it. Meh.
Wakawe yastanke yanano wo yewa sonoak. Ika kahia wo no ka kike ia wo shathia oka uki ia ayayuya wai.
Longsword, stone immortal. Leaping tiger. This is all you are. Longsword. Heavenly wave. Longsword. Leaping tiger. Heavenly wave. Leaping tiger. Heavenly wave. Ice strike. Leaping tiger. I will never submit.
Back again. Have you been to the ruins yet? Time is running short. If you don't find the missing piece of your amulet, the Lotus Assassins will. Whatever the outcome may be, my part in these events is over. Now that you have been to the ruins, I may finally take my leave of this town. I have served Sun Li for many years, but there comes a time when all service must end. My final task was to direct you to the ruins. Now I am no longer bound. And so I step away. I have no further part to play, and I am glad for it. Perhaps history will clear my doubts and show my time was worthwhile. I wish you luck.
The dam is closed, the pirates are gone, and life is good in Tien's Landing once again. Not that I'm surprised. Not at all. Everybody else was all doom and gloom. Some even wanted to leave the town, but not me. I knew everything would work out, and now things are better than ever.
You did it! How the people will sing the praises of Minister Sheng, who found, hired, and sent forth the helpful peasant who ultimately solved the problem. Ha! It is hard to argue with success. My lord, Judge Fang, Chief Minister of Harmony, will surely be impressed with me. He will protect me from the vile assassins. No, my friend, it is time to bask in the glory of triumph. The dam is closed and the town is saved, so Minister Sheng feels magnanimous. That means I will answer your questions, by the way. I recently saw a large fleet of flyers pass by. Minister Sheng held out hope that they had come to escort him away from this demeaning post and back to the Imperial City. But the flyers never stopped in Tien's Landing. They headed upriver towards the pirates' camp. No doubt they went there to refuel, though where they are now I could not say. Very well, run along. Now that the dam is closed again, Minister Sheng is on his way back to the Imperial City. I'm sure of it.
Koni o kioe kawaia o kawaia watita osia kwanif nipawia.
I never thought I'd be glad to be back here, but I am.
Yes, Minister Sheng is properly grateful that you were able to free the peasants.
You truly are a great hero, and so on and so forth. More importantly, you destroyed the pirates who plagued Minister Sheng's administration of this town. Here is your reward.
Owowo sun so anawa kawaras tata safayat.
Hello, hello! Don't think I'm ungrateful for your earlier efforts. I do, however, have much to do. Was any man ever so eternally busy as Minister Sheng? The dam is closed and the town is saved, so Minister Sheng feels magnanimous. Certainly. Let us discourse on a variety of topics. It isn't as if Minister Sheng has anything better to do. What shall we talk about? It is true I am knowledgeable and well-traveled. Very well, let me elucidate. A giant among men, superb, the best emperor ever. Surely he will soon allow me to return to the imperial city. Surely. Of course, I hold all the Emperor's advisors in the highest esteem. Death's Hand serves the Emperor, as do we all. He is a trifle terrifying, however. But I respect him. Oh, yes, I respect him so very, very much. A magnificent metropolis. With the dam closed, I'm certain it is only a matter of time until Minister Sheng is once again welcomed to its wondrous bosom. Very well. Oh, please, ask away. Minister Sheng, that's Imperial Minister Sheng of the Ministry of Harmony, has nothing better to do than act as your guide to local customs. This town was once a worthless boil on the back end of the Empire. It was doomed and dying, a pit of despair. Then Minister Sheng arrived and all was well. The dam was closed and prosperity reigned. Surely Sheng will be rewarded with a new posting back at the Imperial City. Minister Sheng may be banished to this festering boil of a town, but I refuse to learn anything of its history. There is far too much for me to worry about as it is. Ask your questions of the old fool who crouches on the north side of the square, muttering to himself about the old days. Very well. I still feel some slight affection for your earlier service to me. Ask and Minister Sheng shall answer. Ah, my favorite subject. Ask and Sheng, Imperial Minister of Harmony for this entire region, will let you bask in the glory that is me. Don't! Why, how dare... Yes, you are right. I am minister of this bleeding pus pool of a town. And yes, it is because I am in disfavor. Are you through? Because you haven't yet picked on my appearance or my family history. Why stop short of completely obliterating the last little bit of dignity to which Minister Sheng clings? Woe to Sheng that his sole ally is an uneducated simpleton. The Ministry of Harmony oversees taxes and executions for this entire region. Judge Fang, the Chief Minister of Harmony, he didn't want me anywhere near the seat of power. He sent me here, an exile as unjust as any in the history of the Empire. Jealousy! You see, by the rosters of the Imperial bureaucracy, I am next in line for Fang's job. It was only a matter of time until Minister Sheng ascended to his position. Fang banished me to this remote post, seeking to slow me down. But with the town saved, it's only a matter of time until he is forced to call me back. The shame! When the Great Dam opened and the lake drained, a ship was trapped in port and the sailors got quite rowdy. They got drunk and set fire to the Ministry of Harmony's office. That is the ruin of it over there. Fortunately, since the Great Dam has been closed, the sailors are gone. Very well. Very well, run along. Now that the dam is closed again, Minister Sheng is on his way back to the Imperial City. I'm sure of it.